A former assistant to Sean Diddy Combs speaking out in a new interview with new allegations about wild parties and use.
We usually had a laundry list of items that included lights, alcohol, marijuana, ketamine, Molly. Those requests started to become more frequent.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
He didn't stop doing what he's done.
So once again, Diddy's name is back, splashed across the headlines. But this time, it ain't just about his messy courtroom drama what's bubbling up. Now is way more personal. Word on the inside is that he's been battling a secret illness, one that's been slowing him down behind the scenes for a while. And the craziest part, his own bedroom doctor is the one who just exposed what's really been going on, and why Diddy hasn't exactly been able to perform like before. Now, if you've been tapped into the streets, these whispers ain't exactly new. Rumors about Diddy carrying an STD been floating around for years, but things started heating up heavy when he showed up to court looking thinner, older, and way grayer than folks remembered. At first, people thought it was just stress, maybe losing some weight without that billionaire chef cooking for him every night, but insiders are saying otherwise. They claim the weight drop came from something nastier, and acute STD nurses have even whispered that his whole immune system looked like it was crashing. And it doesn't stop there. Court documents ain't just exposing RICO charges, they pointing to something else. Word is, years of heavy drug abuse wrecked more than his health. It left him with ED. That's right, erectile dysfunction. And when you think about how long folks been whispering about his chaotic bedroom lifestyle, it almost makes sense. Escorts, closed-door parties, raw hookups, and them infamous freakoffs former assistants like Phil Pines already painted the picture. No phones, locked doors, security everywhere. Substances laid out like candy, it was straight up madness.
A former assistant to Sean Diddy Combs speaking out in a new interview with new allegations about wild parties and use.
We usually had a laundry list of items that included lights, alcohol, marijuana, ketamine. Those requests started to become more frequent.
Even former bodyguard Gene Deal spoke on it loud, saying Diddy had a real addiction problem.
I believe that opioid addiction changed his whole life and changed who he was. He's quietly an addict. So is he responsible for some of the shit that he did? Because of his addiction, yes, he is.
People close to him confirmed the wildest details: glazed over eyes, bottles of baby oil everywhere, nights spiraling out of control. But here's where it gets darker. His own doctor's been whispering that the long-term abuse is what destroyed his manhood, and court filings have surfaced with nastier claims like Diddy bragging at these freakoffs, only for people to clown him, saying what he was showing off wasn't any bigger than a Tootsie Roll dot. And if you've been following his legal drama, you know the testimonies match the madness. Cassie, Don, Richard, Carrie Morgan, they all described the same thing. Freakoffs that weren't just wild, they were straight up abusive. One witness even told the court she saw Diddy pick up a skillet and swing on Cassie with it.
Dawn Richard, a former member of Combs' all-girl group Danity Kane, just wrapped up her time on the stand. Richard spoke about different times that she witnessed Combs allegedly attacking his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura over the years, including a time in 2009 when Richard alleges Combs hit Ventura with a skillet in his Los Angeles home.
And then there's that infamous hotel footage of Diddy dragging Cassie down a hallway. Yet the same viral clip that shook the internet and poured gasoline on every rumor out there. Let's keep it real, people in the industry always knew Diddy's lifestyle was out of control. Those freakoffs had zero boundaries, no protection, no safety, just raw chaos. When the feds raided his spots, they uncovered nearly 1,000 bottles of baby oil, but not a single box of protection kits. Nothing, just vibes, oil, and diseases floating in the air.
And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freakoffs. More than 1,000 bottles altogether.
And now the blowback is coming heavy. Women are stepping up, saying they caught infections from men tied to Diddy's circle. If herpes was passing around that easy at them parties, then HIV ain't some far-fetched rumor. Jaguar right only added fuel to the fire during her real-life productions interview. She didn't hold back, claiming Diddy's been fighting HIV for years, and that he's not the only one. According to her, at least 20 other industry names are walking around, infected, and she swears she's got the list. She's saving it for her own show, but made it clear this runs way deeper than people think.
Could have that opportunity just like everybody else.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop. And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
That revelation shook fans to the core. Suddenly, every celebrity connected to Diddy started getting the eyes, and one of the biggest names dragged into the mess. Usher, honestly, it ain't even shocking when you rewind the clock. Back when he was just 13, Usher actually lived with Diddy in New York while trying to break into the game. He even told Howard Stern about it years later, at first making it sound like a cool experience, but then admitting it was way too strange, and that he'd never let his own kids near an environment like that.
I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at.
Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
And if Diddy really has been battling HIV, and if those parties were as reckless as insiders describe, then Usher might be carrying more than just old memories, especially since Usher himself was once hit with lawsuits accusing him of passing herpes to 2 different women the same virus. Diddy's been accused of hiding. Fans are already connecting the dots, and it's looking bad. Back in 2018. Another name surfaced that most people brushed off, Jonathan Audi. He's the guy who shot up Trump's Doral resort. But when police finally got him, instead of talking about the shooting, he started naming names. He claimed he was forced into encounters with both Diddy and Cassian, that he caught an infection in the process.
And I was like a slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right? I caught her, and I came back and I sued him for the herpes and won. But
he even claimed there was a lawsuit that got silenced fast with hush money. At the time, folks brushed him off as crazy, but now the streets are replaying his words. And suddenly, Kim Porter's name is back in the headlines too. Questions surrounding her death are getting louder than ever. Whispers been out there for years, but this time people ain't ignoring them. Word is, her real autopsy revealed she was HIV positive. If that document ever leaks, it could drop a bomb on Diddy's entire legacy. Kim wasn't just another ex-G, was the mother of his kids. Lived under his roof, partied in his circles. If she had it, then the obvious question is how. From who and why the timing of her death looks so messy now. Even Craig Mack, Diddy's first breakout artist, got dragged into the speculation. After Puff left him hanging, Craig turned to religion. Stepped away from the spotlight, and then tragically passed in 2018 from AIDS.
Craig Mack was the one that jumped Bad Boy off. And you know, not so bad that Craig Mack, who died from AIDS, that man, he got brainwashed so bad from Diddy and got done so wrong. The man went to South Carolina and joined a cult with his family until he died of AIDS a few years ago.
Now people are connecting dots, saying the timing feels way too suspicious. Craig even once hinted that somebody in the mafia was out to get him.
You know, next thing I know, money comes, you know, with this mafia mentality with him and his goons and all that stuff like that. You know, talking about, yo, you know, you owe us an album. And I'm like, excuse my French, but I don't owe you shit. You owe me money.
So now the question is, was all this just coincidence? Or is it tied to something darker in Diddy's world? And let's not forget the so-called boy toys. Names like Meek, French, even YK keep floating around. People saying those luxury vacations, fancy cars, and private trips weren't just friendly hookups. They came with strings attached. Old clips and photos keep resurfacing, and fans swear you can feel the strange energy dripping off those moments.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
I don't know about the room. What room was that? Wait, they say, nah, I ain't gonna say that. I heard about that though, but I ain't about to say that. But
What was
I ain't
it?
about to say on my. Did you and Diddy? You and Diddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Diddy.
You and Diddy what?
You and Diddy.
No.
They say he was.
Him and Diddy what?
I'm just saying the room.
I ain't never heard this, YK.
They said he was. How you knew that? How you know
Now I'm about to Google because I ain't never heard this.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
It's a special birthday for both of us.
Yeah.
Now, as this storm keeps building, Diddy's empire doesn't look like champagne, yachts, and hit records anymore. Instead, it's lawsuits piling up, testimonies surfacing, health rumors spreading, and secrets spilling out all at once. And the internet is eating it up, one commenter wrote. Diddy's physical decline is just the result of decades of drugs and alcohol abuse. Another said, the whole industry needs to be tested. So here's the real question: are we witnessing one of the biggest downfalls in music history, or is this simply the industry finally peeling back the curtain on what's been hidden in plain sight for decades? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in because the next jaw dropper is already on the way.